I voted for you too many times. You're not going to get my vote ever again.
This town hall meeting is one of those tools. It's your chance as a citizen to speak up. I know a lot of you are shy today. We've just proven that. But if there are things that are important to you, you need to speak your mind here today. If you don't feel like you're being heard today, there's another tool you have, and that's your vote in November.
Yay!
I think it's not unfair to suggest that with the two-thirds majority needed, that the Republicans in the Senate have the power, if you will, call it that, to frustrate any well, I'm talking to people that learn more about how the government works.
A few minutes ago you said that the reason you continue to vote for these bills, which are borrowing money and borrowing us into oblivion, is because if you don't, you get complaints. You and our other leaders have got to find ways to deal with those complaints, to educate us, to educate the complainers, before you do spend us into oblivion. This is what these people are here for. This is not right. You can't continue. You're going to be gone, but our kids are going to be here. They're the ones that are going to suffer.
Well, all I know is that what right now with like the 14 trillion debt and everything, just that my future is basically in the tanks now. It's like it's in the dumps. Like just being a 16-year-old, like I'm not even, like I'm scared, really.
We all are.
The president's plan to create more scholarship money will help you if you decide to go to college.
What are our kids going to do? How are they going to support you and the government's slush fund? What happens when the money runs out? Where
the money has run out. We have no money.
We can't afford it anymore.
The money has already run out.
When you guys spend it. If the money has run out, why should you spend it?
You know, you have no integrity.
I was just wondering how taxing currency transactions is going to help people in their struggle to find jobs, health care, and
because
etc.
that's where the money would be spent. There's tremendous money raised that way now.
But you're taking it from the people who are exchanging the currency.
We're taking it basically tremendously small amount from individuals.
Yeah, who have a tremendously
a huge amount from the gamblers, if you will, on Wall Street.
I'm a native Northern California. When I went to college, we were #1 in the nation in school. We're number 48, Pete. What are you guys doing back there?
Spend more money.
Please,
the answer is not back
please
there.
get your act together back there. That's all I can say, because that is not a matter.
How can this law be constitutional? But more importantly than that, if they can do this, what can't they?
The federal government, yes, can do most anything in this country.
When are you going to take our liberty? Is that in the cap and trade?
It's happening now. It's happening. They've been taking our liberty.
Secure our border. Then we can have a dialogue about this immigration problem that we have here. I'm an American of Hispanic descent, and I'll be the first one to say, secure our borders now.
Yeah! I'm talking about the people that are here now. They're here illegally, and they're working for people that aren't checking them. They're not being forced to check them by the government. Hence, they're allowed to be here and work here and take our services.
Yeah,
it's not acceptable.
Generally get our services, they get taxed.
Welfare department.
The schools,
the welfare department.
not emergency rooms, just everything.
Oh, yeah. Everything.
It's leading us dry.
Everything. Housing, electrical, everything gets given to
Construction jobs, the ones you're talking about recreating, are usually taken by illegals in this area, sir.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Because
they work cheap, sir.
Now, there's businesses right around me, all in town, where the only person on their crew, their supervisor, is the only legal citizen, and the rest are illegals.
Yes.
And there's nothing being done, and we are underbid on jobs. They're paying slave labor, and our congressmen and Senate doesn't do a damn thing. And what does it do? It doesn't just close a business. It really puts Americans out of jobs.
Yeah.
Do you support E-Verify? You don't even know it? E-Verify?
E-Verify?
The electronic verification?
To the extent that it's constitutional and...
There we go.
You don't like the Constitution, I know that. That's okay.
Do you have an opinion as to how it might be unconstitutional, sir?
What might be unconstitutional?
E-Verify.
Oh, yeah.
How is it unconstitutional?
How is it unconstitutional? If in fact it's done randomly without any reason, that has been ruled unconstitutional. That's what the Arizona issue is all about.
E-Verify is for the employer who's supposed to report information that you hired people to see if they are legal or illegal with their documentation. How is that unconstitutional?
It could pose a limit on somebody getting a job.
Like an illegal alien? That's the point! That's what we want!
If we were charging $10,000 a person for every person they had on their payroll that was illegal, this would stop some of the problem. But the Constitution of the United States does not stretch into the Mexican area. They do not get constitutional rights because they jump the border and come over here.
Are you in favor of changing the 14th Amendment to where anybody that's brought across the border and has a child automatically becomes a citizen of the United States because it's born on our turf?
Anchor baby.
I would not change that.
You would not. How many countries in the world will do that? If I go on vacation to Italy and my wife has a child in Italy, he's not automatically an Italian citizen.
I couldn't answer that. If they do, if it were France, they would be.
You know, that costs us an untold...
If they were England, they would be. If they were Canada, they would be. I just don't know what it is.
That's costing the taxpayers multi-billions of dollars to pay for welfare for these children.
Is it different than in other countries?
Mr. Starr, you would rather give the illegals an amnesty and grant them citizenship than secure our borders or enforce our immigration laws.
Protect our jobs.
Why don't you just admit to it? What would you rather do? Allow the sanctuary cities or support Arizona?
From you.
From you. From your website.
Actions speak louder than words.
I've been to the Cumming for 4 years and the answers never change. And the BS never changes. And I haven't seen any votes to support stopping this. And yeah, it's an invasion.
Wait, you just now addressed the gun issue.
One of the reasons that many of the people are here and they're a little bit more animated than usual is that there is concern after the last meeting and the YouTube video that was posted that you launched an unprovoked attack on Steve Kemp as he was. You launched an unprovoked attack on Steve Kemp at the last meeting. By just the t-shirt he was wearing, you decided he was worthy of attack for being a Minuteman and accused him and his team of things such as murder and racism, etc. We're here, many of us are here, because we're outraged by what we saw in the video and what we saw in person. And we respectfully request that you apologize to Mr. Kemp for your...
Specifically to Mr. Kemp, please.
He's right here.
Right here.
Oh, this guy here? I don't know, he's been taking pictures.
Thank God he is.
Yeah. And so, from time on, I'm sorry if he finds that his
it won't hurt,
pictures
really.
weren't adequately appreciated.
But guys, he's trying.
If I hurt his feelings, I'm sorry.
That guy just wants to spend money left and right. And it's the little ones who have to pay for it down the road. And it's up to us to stop that from happening.
You come to town hall meetings, berate people, talk down to them. I mean, that's all you have to do. And it doesn't matter because some drone's still going to vote for you. Don't care. Just say, oh, well, Pete Stark's been here so long. He must be doing a wonderful job.
I think he's unable to remember the question long enough to actually give us an answer.
Well, like a lot of old congressmen, you know, his health problems are catching up to him. He's getting old.
It sounded like he didn't understand the issues.
I don't think Pete is competent. I don't know, is that slander? But I don't believe Pete is competent.
Any final comments?
Disappointed.
Yeah. Disappointed.